In the United States, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore. That's what J.D. Vance had to say. But now I want you to watch this video and listen to what Dr. Scot Loyd has to say.
When Donald Trump says the civil rights movement hurt white people, he tells us more than he probably intends. Hello friends, I'm Scot Loyd, scholar of race, religion, culture, and communication, and author of the book, The God I Was Given, Looking for Faith After Losing My Religion. I want to tell you the truth plainly. That sentence uttered by the president only makes sense if equality feels like loss. It only makes sense if justice feels like theft. It only makes sense if power has been mistaken for normal for so long that sharing it feels like an attack. Let's be honest. The civil rights movement did not hurt white people. It hurt white supremacy. And those are not the same thing. The movement didn't take homes, it didn't take jobs, it didn't take dignity. It challenged a lie. The lie that whiteness was the default setting of America. The lie that some people were entitled to safety, opportunity, and grace, while others were expected to earn it twice over. When you've been standing on someone else's neck for centuries, the moment you're asked to step off feels like falling. But that isn't injury. That's adjustment. White people did not lose rights in the 1960s. Black Americans finally gained some that had been denied since the founding of this country. That's not subtraction. That's overdue math. And here's the part that nobody wants to say out loud. If the civil rights movement hurt you, what you're really grieving is the loss of unchallenged dominance. You're mourning a past where the rules bent in your favor and no one named it. But history has a way of knocking eventually. And the truth is, it doesn't care about your nostalgia. The movement gave us voting rights, desegregation, basic legal protections, and a moral vocabulary to name injustice for Black Americans. It gave the nation as a whole a chance to grow up. Some people embraced that growth. Others, like the president, continue to cling to the crib. And now, decades later, we're watching a familiar move. Reframe justice as oppression. Rebrand accountability as persecution. Call equality anti-white so no one has to talk about racism itself. That trick is old, dusty as a Confederate monument, and just as fragile. Here's the truth, straight up. A society that expands freedom does not shrink its people, it matures them. The civil rights movement didn't wound America. It exposed America's wound and determined that it needed to be treated. And the question isn't whether the movement hurt white people. The real question is whether we are mature enough now to live without the lie. The lie that says that we were entitled to live above our neighbors in the first place. Because justice doesn't harm us. It tells us who we really are. And that, more than anything, is what some folks still can't stand to hear.